Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about SSI. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Welcome to Management Strategy. SSI, what do you mean by SSI? Your question may be asked as in the way as SSI. SSI is nothing but small scale industries. So we are going to discuss the concept and definition of SSI, small scale industries, in this video. So in terms of definition of SSI, it varies from one country to another. For example, usually SSI is related on size of the employees in a firm. Employees in the firm, like in USA, the size of the employees should not exceed more than 500 people. And in UK, the size of the employees should be at least 500 workers. And in terms of your Germany, the size of the employees should be less than 20 skilled workers. And then comes to your Sweden, where the size of the workers should be less than 50, and in Italy the size of the workers should be less than 500 respectively. And again, in some countries the SSI is defined in terms of employment and investment. For example, in Japan, the employees should not exceed more than 300, and the size of the investment in the firm should be not exceeding 100 millions. In the same way, when it comes to South Korea, the investment in the firm should be less than 2 lakhs, whereas in terms of employees should be less than 200 people. Using small to industries differentiate from one industry to another industry. Comparatively, it can be in terms of operations, small scale operations. Again, in terms of employment, or small like lesser employees, or what is the number of employees. Then again, in terms of the production, is it a small scale production? And again, in terms of capital, so what are they really invested in the capital, the amount of capital invested in terms of smaller scale. And again, in terms of technology, are they using a small scale technology, or how? Or usually, a few kinds of firms, they go with no use of technologies. Again, few firms go with the usage of technologies. So in the better way, the term small scale industry, SSI, can be defined in 3 different ways.
Number 1, conventional definition. The conventional definition includes cottage and handicraft industries that employ traditional labor intensive methods to produce traditional products, largely in village households. They employ none or almost a very few hired hands. So here you can just see most of the cottages and handicraft industries or the small scale industries that employ some traditional laborers. So traditional laborers, like, let me take an example of handloom in textile, where the villagers, they sit together and go with such type of industrial works. And again, in terms of paper bag industry, you can find different people, either women, they usually sit together and they manufacture or they prepare paper bags. Then comes number 2, operational definition. The operational definition for policy purposes includes all those undertakings having an investment in fixed assets. So they have some sort of investment in fixed assets like plant and machinery. Whether it can be held on terms of ownership terms, or one's particular single owner will invest in plant and machinery, or it can be also in terms of lease. So few people, they just invest in plant and you can just take in terms of lease, or also by hire purchase, or you can engage in taking machinery for lease, or you can hire someone or the third party, and it should not exceed more than 1 crore. And few examples for operational definition can be like notebook making industry. You directly investing into machinery which makes a notebook, and then it is into a small scale. And then paper plate and paper cups manufacturing. So you can know, like, you can just purchase one single machinery and you can manufacture paper plates and paper cups which are used for buffet. Then also in terms of brick making industry, you just purchasing brick making machinery and engaging different kind of laborers for that, and you can manufacture brick. It also comes into small scale industry. Then comes number 3, national income accounting definition. So it includes all manufacturing and processing activities. So including, it can be also maintenance services, repair services. So, and it can be undertaken by both household and non-household, that too in small scale manufacturing units. And these are not registered under the Factories Act. So accordingly, a small scale industry can be defined in terms of a unit engaged in manufacturing, any kind of unit. For example, a slipper manufacturing industry, a unit. And again, in terms of servicing, repairing too. You have such type of industries in terms of servicing and repairing industries. And again, processing and preservation of the goods. For example, coconut coir rope making industry. You make ropes from the coconut coir. So such type of industries, and they have investment in plant machinery. It's compulsory for slipper manufacturing. You need a machinery, to cut the sole of the slipper. And again, for coconut coir rope making, you should have some sort of machineries, so where you can have some firmness in making the ropes. So it is invested at the original cost, and it should not exceed rupees 1 crore. So for definition, if SSI asks for 3 marks, you can just write in this way, like, these are the industrial undertakings having fixed investment. So where are we really investing into? We are investing in plant and machinery. So whether held on ownership bias, so you are the owner of the industry, or in types of lease bias. Lease bias in the sense, you purchasing already a machinery for making bricks have been purchased by a different person, and you are taking the same way machinery for manufacturing of bricks for a lease purchase, a lease basis, or hire purchase basis. Like you are hiring few employees, like you will just say, okay, you people have to work for 1 year with me. So you usually hire those people, and again, you are not exceeding more than rupees 1 crore. No, you are not exceeding more than 1 crore. And this is how you can give better examples for small scale industries, where we have discussed in the previous slides. And according to SSI board, small scale industry board, 1955, so a unit employing less than 50 persons, so you are employing 50 persons, less than 50 persons, only less than 50 persons with par. So you utilization of the par. So for manufacturing of I have just given in the previous example, like for a manufacturing of a brick making industry, or paper plate making making industry, notebook making industry. So you use power for that, and you are employing less than 50 persons, and again less than 100 persons without the use of power. Less than 100 persons, like for manufacturing of some sort of paper bag industry, you are not required of power, you are not using any machinery. Again, for handloom textile, you are not using any machinery which uses power. So such type of industries, and with a capital investment of rupees 5 lakh. 5 lakh in the sense, you purchasing any kind of paper, buffet paper plates manufacturing mission, which will cost you less than 5 lakhs. So here you can find different pictures, where at the left top side you can see hand manufacturing industry. You're not using any machinery. And again, here where artisans are working on designing, so no use of utilization of power. Again, when you comes to the below slides, where again for the textile industries, they usually use power. So this is how you can differentiate different kinds of small scale industries.
Make sure you give a thumbs up so that you will motivate making more videos like this. Also subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon for regular updates. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.